Huh. That was amazing, but also what? But also, with a bit of, and then, what now? Hey guys, Mark our Gamer Dude here with a review for issue 56, the final part of the overpowered arc, and we learn of what's to come for Surge and Kit. Let's go. The story begins with the battle commencing. Tails follows Kit, trying to talk him down again, like he did in 50. Meanwhile, Surge is fending off Metal and Sonic. Eggman's trying to leave, but Surge catches up to him, with Metal trying to intervene. That doesn't work, and Surge swings him around and hits Sonic in the process into a tube. I feel like that's payback for what Metal did to Surge in issue 4 of Imposter Syndrome. Metal then traps part of Surge's hand into a shield, but she actually absorbs the energy. Metal is deactivated, and Surge is going for Sonic. She misses, but not without trying to shot Sonic in the water. Sonic dodges it at the last second thanks to Eggman, who warns him about a dynamo cage overloading at any minute now. As Sonic continues to fight Surge, Tails is talking to Kid, who is telling him about what he discovered in Starline's lab, and that Surge is hurting herself, and what they're doing isn't justifying anything. And Tails knows that Kid knows that this isn't okay. And his words seem to reach Kid as he starts trying to attack Tails. Sonic, meanwhile, is desperately trying to reach Surge, and he tells about his discovery of how they're created. Surge, however, is not listening to him. She is not interested in his friendship or his pity. She wants him gone, for good. Sonic is just confused as Starline isn't here anymore to make her do anything. Freedom is right there for her. She just has to take it. And with a defeated face, she utters, she can't. She makes Sonic fall to the pool of water below. Tails can't reach him in time, and then Surge goes ballistic, saying she was built to live in the shadow. It's all she has within her. There's no freedom for her as long as Sonic is alive. And she literally goes full on attack mode and nearly destroys Sonic. But the dynamo cage shatters just in time and overloads, as Eggman predicted, and Surge passes out, defeated. Tails comes to aid Sonic and the Wisps are free. Eggman, wasting no time, orders Metal, who is reactivated, to take the cage and Surge. But they are stopped by Kit. Things look good. Until Kit says he didn't do it for them. He ties everyone up in his water coils, telling them they are all the same. They don't need them, they want them. All that matters is what we can do, how you can change us, just to prove Sonic's way is right. Kit, pulling everything in the building apart, says he's going to where he's needed, and that's with Surge. He's burying everyone in here, along with their past. Everything crumbles around them, and the two duos make their escape, with Surge and Kit nowhere to be found. Sonic and Tails are clearly angry at Eggman, but obviously I've had enough for today, and the two groups go their separate ways, thus ending the overpowered arc. Huh. Okay, that really exceeded my expectations. Okay, so my thoughts on this issue, it's great, but also mixed at the same time. Let me get my positives out of the way. The art in here is incredible. The artists love doing their best faces for Surge. Speaking of Surge, can we talk about how she nearly ended Sonic? She was so close. If it weren't for the cage overloading, she might have succeeded. Just look at Sonic. You can tell his life flashed before his eyes. Also, I liked Kid calming down again in the presence of Tails talking to him. Really shows a bit of connection between the two, and that Kid can be calm with Tails around. Or at least that his words can reach Kid. Back to Surge, my heart was just racing and heartbroken seeing Surge like this. She literally can't be free of this. Her hatred of Sonic can't be faded, no matter what she does. You just feel for the girl and Kit. They're not gonna be easily swayed to the side of good or anti-hero at this point, or at least not so quickly. Now, onto a few negatives here before I get to how this whole thing ended and Surge and Kit. Okay, so I feel like Melisonic got a bit shafted, as we thought it would be a big battle between the three speedsters. He put up a little bit of a fight, yeah, but he got deactivated so quickly. I guess it was to help put more focus on the Surge and Sonic, but the covers made it seem like it was a 2-on-1 showdown. And I guess the solicitation saying a certain blue guy can help turn a tide really did mean Sonic, because the wording made it sound like Kit was gonna help turn a tide. Although he did technically turn the tide as he tried to bury everyone at the end. And how come we didn't get another Starline hallucination? I thought it would come into play here as this big thing in the final battle, especially since this is going to be probably the last time we see Surge and Kit for a while. That's the thing with this and how this whole thing ended. It feels like it ended, but it didn't at the same time. Surge was defeated in a similar way in 54 with Kit taking it away again. So it's like a repeat of what we saw. And the way they ended this, it leaves a lot of questions. Where did Surge and Kit go? Before anyone says they got buried and they're gone just like Starline. No. You see, unlike Starline, they've survived multiple things and came back in one piece because of all the things that Starline implanted into them. So, while it does look like they went out just like Starline, I doubt they're gone just like him, because of one thing in this panel. You see that glass ceiling window behind them, and the light shining above a Kit? Yeah, they clearly escaped through there, especially since it's shown cracking up. I even made a prediction of this in the Adrenaline Dub server. But the weirder thing here is, Sonic and Tails don't even wonder where Surge and Kit are. They just forget about them. I mean, sure, they're clearly gonna mention them in the beginning of issue 57 when they return Whisper's Wisps. But a little acknowledgement would have been nice, like, where did they go? Should we go after them? Should we go wonder where they are? What should we do next with them? Do you think they're okay? Like, that would have been fine. I expected that from Tails, or Sonic at least. Now, here's the big question. Where did they go, and what's next for them? When we see them again, are they gonna try to fight Sonic again? Or just ignore him? It's up in the air at this point. Kit obviously took Surge to heal up in a location far away from Sonic and Tails, so they want to go after them. So who knows what they'll do and where they are. It's like I said, I'm mixed on how this ended. It didn't feel like a big conclusion to this arc that they've been building for so long. I mean, you think from 50 and the Imposter Syndrome miniseries all the way to here, you'd think this would end in a better way or something. Like for me, I predicted a big talk between the two groups after the big battle would happen. Kit will come down, help Surge, and then they will take her by the HQ, heal each other up, and then see where things go, and then go their separate ways. They really have us going after issue 50, thinking that Surge and Kit will go their separate ways and be on opposite sides, but nope. It's kind of like they're rinsing and repeating their trauma and stuff. Pacing needed a little work here. Again, it felt like a conclusion, but also didn't feel like one at the same time. I'm gonna do a deep dive and do a full-on review of this whole arc with mentions of Imposter Syndrome in issue 50. For right now, for a final conclusion to a long arc, it has its highs and lows, with a lot of questions on the table, leaving us wondering, feeling a bit empty, wondering what's to come for Electric Tengrick and Blue Fennec. But I have no doubt they'll return. Ian and or Evan know they are very popular, so they'll be back in some form in the late future. I liked 56, but I'm also mixed up about it. What did you guys think of this issue, and what do you think happened to Surge and Kit? And where do you think we'll see them again? And where do you think they went? I'll see you guys next time as I prepare this long review, as well as getting ready for the next issue, where we return to Imperial City again, and we enter in a new arc with the return of Tangle, and we get to see the character Lanolin in action. Take care.